All right, all right. Welcome to Horned Up. I am Lupagus, and I am definitely horned up. Let's see who we have in the house already. I know damn well that Davey is here. He's drinking Malibu and pineapple juice. Captain Cocktail, how you doing, man? You know Captain Cocktail's never gonna miss a horned up. He's always horned up. Even though Captain, what are you drinking? Davey's so curious. One bar has a prior commitment tonight. He cannot be here, so I'm going to go solo. Talk to Minnesota Vikings. Some things in the news today. Other things just about this roster that's going to take shape about a week from now. We'll know all 53 men who will be playing for the Vikings this season. Tim Boss in the house, and he is also going to be topless. So we're going to keep this pretty interactive. I'm going to work off your guys' comments. If anybody wants to come on, maybe we can come on and we can talk. I'll put the link out just so it's out there for shits and giggles. You're damn right, Harms. Yes, that note is in the background. I'll never get rid of that note I got from Rick Spielman just before the draft. He sent that to me in handwriting that looked like a 4-year-old wrote it, but I can't talk because mine is not much better. Mason M is definitely correct. One bar does need to get his priority straight. So what's everybody drinking tonight? I got me a Lift Bridge Getaway Pilsner. It's crisp and bright, and it's a carefree sipper. So yes, Horned Up is brought to you by Lift Bridge, as it says up above there. Sup, Dilly Dilly? How you doing, man? Hope everybody's having a beautiful Wednesday evening. Davey likes the Sasquatch. Thank you. Thank you. Patrick Harms. Always seems like Patrick Harms is just one step ahead of us, spoiling what we're going to talk about. He's all over the first nugget we're going to get to. But we'll hold on. We'll let a few more hop on here. We're already up to quite a few, so we'll get started here in a minute. Tim, it was a good birthday. Appreciate everybody who wished me a happy birthday, either in the comments or on Twitter. Dilly Dilly is feeling great. Feeling great that Mullins is on board. I think everybody would agree as well. Captain Caveman's drinking the tears of his enemies. Always a good and delicious choice. So one bar's not here, but we're still going to end this thing with a game tonight. You guys can all hop in and play from the comments. We'll do that, so do not bail early. That will be very, very fun. Did I do anything special? I went golfing. I went golfing yesterday. It was a really, really nice day here in northern Minnesota. Pushing about 80. David liked the turkey hat. Thank you. I'll probably wear that in our Thanksgiving show. You're right, Helmstead. I'm 1 year older. And as I get older, it's getting harder and harder to look like you. So maybe one day I can return to that. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be possible, though. All right. We got a few on here. Let's get started. And yeah, Patrick Harms already spoiled it. Harrison Hand is a New York Giant, really wasting little time snapping him up. And the fact that they did this, when they did it, final cuts are a week from now. They use a claim to get Harrison Hand. I don't know. To me, that kind of points that he may actually be on their active roster. What do you guys think about that? Do you think Harrison Hand is going to actually play some defense for the New York Giants this year? Is he even the next Viking that leaves this team and turns into the next great player? Harrison Hand, what do you guys think about that? Were you surprised, too, that he was let go so early? A lot of questions I'm asking. I'm throwing them all at you. Quick and fast and hot. That's really personal, Ben. Really, really personal. You guys own any games, or you know if you're talking to everybody else in the comments, you're talking to me. I'm going to hit up the Thanksgiving one. Here we go. We got some Harrison Hands talk. Helmstead, yeah, it was decent. Has slot versatility too. Should have cut him. Should have cut him. Shouldn't have cut him. Should have. It's confusing. SSM's in the house. He likes what he saw from Ham, especially last season. I did too. Patrick Harms, really upset that we lost him. I think he's going to have a decent career. I at least thought he would have hung on to Final Cut Day. I mean, I know he's a Zimmer guy, but like Dilly says, they did him a favor. Be the Vikings thing to happen. Don't be mad, though. Yeah, I mean, nothing against Harrison Hand. I thought he was a damn good corner when he got in there and played, made some plays. But I was surprised he was let go as early as he was. Think about what your Christmas card is going to look like. This, yeah, Christmas card. I promised I wouldn't have the gut that I did last year, but I sure as hell doesn't look like that's going to change at this point. Plopu thinks that Harrison handled it good a couple years ago, but less good now. Tim Boss says, "What's up, Monamidai? What's up?" Mark J's in the house. Hello, Mark J. Cheers to you. Yeah, so personally with Harrison Hand, the other thing I saw too in that report is that the Vikings were hoping to get him back. Like after they cut everybody, give him the practice squad. Why would you cut somebody now with the hopes of him coming back? That made no sense to me. I didn't understand that at all. But anyway, Harrison Hand is look, it's Matamidai. Everybody wants to know what's up with Matamidai. Matamidai, how you doing, man? He's no Daniel Carlson. And look at this. Another great segue. This one is by Dilly Dilly. That was the next thing. Rick Spielman, I don't know if you guys saw the clip, was going around Twitter today. Rick Spielman was on there talking about, what was he? That Jelly Monster. He's slightly horned up. He was talking about a couple things, and one of them was he was asked about what's the hardest player to cut, and he said veterans. And he asked, was also asked, what's your biggest regret, your biggest player that you regret cutting the most? And he actually gave a very honest answer, which I was very surprised that he didn't, give a common Rick Spielman, say a lot without saying anything. But he did say it was Daniel Carlson, the kicker that they let go after his really, it was a meltdown. You can't sugarcoat that. He absolutely melted down against the Packers. And Helmstead, yeah, I really think it was. No, this is right. This is a great point, Ploppy, because I also felt like he was either being held hostage or was just reading off a teleprompter. His response was very robotic and like he was reading it, like he had pre-wrote this thing out. So that was very strange. So that's a great point. I also thought that's the way that thing came off. Matamidai, it's the love fest going on with Matt, Tim, and Matamidai. Those guys need to get together and have a threesome, maybe a nice sauna together. SSM says it's valid. He said about Carlson, but he missed 2 crucial field goals against division rival in OT. It was deserved at the time, and at the time I was probably on board with it. The thing I wasn't on board with, I do believe he cleared waivers, and the Vikings still didn't at least grab him and put him on the practice squad. I think he sat out there for a while before the Raiders actually claimed him. Maybe I'm wrong. I think Patrick Harms is the guy who usually checks my facts, but I do remember that happening. And why would you not just sign this guy to the practice squad? He definitely had talent. He had potential. But I do appreciate Rick coming out and actually saying that kind of stuff. What I really love the NFL to do is do an uncensored Hard Knocks version of the draft. And I know you couldn't do it the year of, maybe a couple years down the road. Just really what these other teams think of these teams' picks. We saw that reportedly Wyatt Davis wasn't on anybody's boards when we took him in the 3rd round. I don't really believe that. But, this will at least let you know. It'd be awesome to see that. Anyway, just another thing here. Dan Bailey was good for us this season. Then he sucked. That's true. Thomas Hendrickson. That's a crazy point. Sean Mannion getting cut and picked up by the Packers before week 1. I don't know. The Packers probably would know offensively what to expect from a Kevin O'Connell, Sean McVay offense. So I don't think he could probably tell them a whole hell of a lot, but that is interesting. Yeah, Sean McVay's reaction to Cole Strange was good. Scolding your hole, absolutely. And that's fine, Davey. I love being the underdog. I love being a team that isn't featured. I think there's more pressure when we are. Yeah, we shouldn't have been relying on a rookie kicker in a Super Bowl or bust season. That's true. And maybe this year we'll be having a rookie punter. We don't know yet. We don't know. Manny wouldn't do that to us. He's Kirk's butt buddy. Manning also wants a paycheck. If the Packers are giving him one, he does get let go when he gets let go because he sure as hell isn't sticking around. You never know. We saw that stupid Regner guy. He turned on the Vikings. So why couldn't Sean Mannion as well? Why couldn't he? I sure hope not. All right, so that's enough stuff that's not immediately related to the current Minnesota Vikings. But, again, Harrison Hand, wish you well. Thank you for your service, Harrison Hand. This sip's for you. All right, so let's talk about this roster coming up here. Minnesota Vikings have to cut down to 53 on Tuesday. I think it's 3 or 4 o'clock. Mason M doesn't think Manning has a chance in hell of getting signed. Tony Campbell just screaming at Ingram for some reason. Maybe he's finishing. I don't know why he's yelling that, but I like it. I do like it. Haven't had legit quarterbacks since maybe Cunningham and Jade. Hey, Brett Favre had a magical season. Dante Culpepper has had some good years. So I'm maybe talking for a stretch. I don't know what Game Changer is talking about there. Maybe some purposeful forgetting there, intentional forgetting. I don't know, Game Changer. Culpepper had that one magical season. 04, was that what it was? Damn near the MVP of the league. All right, so let's talk about surprising players who can make this roster. As the preseason's progressed, as it's kind of gotten close to, cut day here, we're only a week away. Who are some players who are emerging, in your opinion, as surprising guys who can make the team? And maybe they still won't, but at least guys whose names at this point are in the mix. So give me some guys you think if they made the 53, it would be considered a surprise at this point. Who we got? Oh, he's talking dual backups. Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense. I don't even remember who Dante's backup was. Was it Todd Bowman? SSM drops Tristan Jackson. Really wants him to make it. I think he's got a good shot. Robbie, I think Kwesi will want all his draft picks on the roster. Automail, Vidarian, Naylor, Reynolds plan. Another Tristan Jackson. Was he brought in last year or was it this year? Patrick Harms dropping a Schlottman on us. All right, who else you got? Montemita, you got any opinions out there? Or are you just saying hi to everybody? T.Y. McGill, not surprising. And Schlottman. Yeah, McGill, you would have said this 2 months ago. Everybody would have thought you're crazy, Mason M, but now it looks like he's almost a lock. Guy just blowing up the preseason. T.Y. McGill. It's cool. T.Y. celebration. I think it's cool. Anyway. Any other surprises out there, boys? Girls? Mond Davidson making it? Yeah, at this point, I think it would be a surprise Davidson makes it. Dilly says Mond makes the 53. Madamidai. He's going Munt on us. He's munting. Meyer Mitchell, yeah. He's definitely got a shot. Ellison, tight end 3. I'm starting to think that may be a possibility. SSM, Jalen Twyman. Yeah. One more. If he was here, he'd be having a fit. Dilly loves TY. Matt Burns in the house. He says Vidarian Lowe. Yeah, Robbie. Donatello. That's one thing you got to remember. We already saw with Harrison Hand. He's not this new regime's boy. He was let go. Are they going to keep the guys they picked, like Hairston? He did. He went full Mont. Montemita went full. We should call him Montemita now. Montemita in the house. Tim Boss said, enough of this. I'm putting a shirt on. Patrick Harms. Davidson's not making this team. Wow. I actually think we're gonna keep I don't think we're gonna bring any new tight ends in. So say I'm feeling Josh Metellus. Well, Tim can take it back. Tim, Tony wants to take that shirt off. Absolutely. Jason thinks Bradbury will be cut or traded. All right. So I actually have a few surprises. I think you guys mentioned most of mine. Austin Schlottman was on my list. Kyle Hinton is a guy. You're starting to hear some late noise about Kyle Hinton. So a guy who was ascending at the right time, still a very, very big long shot, is Kyle Hinton. But he's making some noise for himself, making some nice plays. You hear his name come up every now and then. So I think he would be a very shock if he made it. I have Meyer Mitchell on my list as well, as someone mentioned. I still think he's probably the 8th receiver. If they keep 7, he's 8. Miguel to the 53. Let Shelton have a chance. First team, he probably will. If he makes this team, he very well could have a shot at it because I don't think it'll take long for Bradbury to show his real self. Hello, Anthony. Hello. The last guy I had that I think would be a shock, and I didn't even have this in the same universe, is Ryan Wright, 66, the fat-ass punter. Suddenly there's this competition now. It sounds like what the coach was saying, at least one bar was disputing this during our video today, that the coaches love this guy. And his first punt was beautiful, but after that, not as impressive. I love how big he is. Maybe you can throw him on the line. But seriously, though, I think there may actually be a kind of a quiet, serious punting competition going on between Ryan Wright and Jordan Berry. So I think he would be a surprise if he made it, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility at this point. A week ago, I would have said he would have been cut yesterday. So Ryan Wright suddenly in the mix. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Rob E. Helmstead says relax on the Schlotman hype. It's not. I mean, it's not like. I mean, Schlotman makes the team as the backup center. It's not like Garrett Bradbury's not going to struggle. I mean, Schlotman had a great game against the Niners. Yeah, it was a preseason, but I mean, the way he was aggressively blocking, finding everyone to hit, I loved seeing that in him. So maybe Patrick Harms is taking Kyle Hinton over Jesse Davis. Yeah. Ryan Wright has the same body as John Daly. Maybe the meanest thing anybody's ever said to Ryan Wright. Played well against a tough 49ers D-line. Yeah, Schlotman did. And, you know, he didn't get enough praise for it, I don't think. He didn't. All right, so let's do the flip side of this. We just talked about surprising guys who can make the team. How about some surprising players who could be cut? Some cuts that would be considered surprising. It happens every year. I mean, I remember the year Brian Robinson was cut. I thought no way in hell that was going to happen. I think I lost a bet to one bar for that one. So who are some guys, that, in your opinion, who could be cut that everybody would consider to be pretty big shock? SSM like try Eddie Lacy at punter. Tough third stringers. Bradbury done the same. I don't know. Bradbury's not that aggressive, though. You're having to fight up the Chubbies in back-to-back seasons. Who was the guy last year that was fat? I can't remember that punter. Ryan Ravioli Wright. Ryan Ravioli Wright. A couple Jesse Davises. I see a BC here. Chris Reed, Helmstead. You son of a bitch, stealing my stuff. BC boys, Surratt or die. Jeffy Davis or Chris Reed. Yeah. Madison, a flat-out cut. Barry would be a surprise cut. Patrick Harms thinks. Presley Harvin, he was a punter last year? I don't remember that at all. Shouldn't get our noises out of joint over 2 preseason games. I don't think we are. I mean, this isn't just the 2 games I'm talking about. I'm talking about everything I've heard from camp as well. Mon would be a surprise cut. I mean, that could happen. A lot of Chris Reeds, a lot of Jesse Davises. Perry got cut from the Steelers. Oh, wait, Percy Harvin. Is that true? Can't be true. Thank you, Viking Jerome. Thank you so much. What a handsome guy. Yeah, so I mean, really, you guys kind of stole my thunder on this one. I had Chris Reed as well. I don't know if Chris Reed is healthy. He's got some kind of leg issue. I don't know if it's a knee. Oh my God. How dare you, game changer, say Johnny Munt would be cut. So Chris Reed, to me, I don't think he's safe by any means. I agree with Jesse Davis as well. He wasn't on my list. I had BC on here. Patrick Harm says Presley Harvin was the fat punter. He was so fat. Who was fatter, Presley Harvin or Ryan Wright? Let's find that out as well. Jordan Berry. Yeah, apparently there's a competition. If he doesn't win and he gets let go, it will be very, very shocking. Viking Jerome Skoll. He immediately gets one back from Helmstead. I clicked the wrong comment there. And then the last guy I actually have, I think you're right, Jelly Monster. I think he has reached legendary status. The last surprise cut I have is T.Y. McGill. Just because this guy's blowing up the preseason, doing everything right. Michael Blackie in the house. What is up, Michael Blackie? Just because he's having a great preseason doesn't mean he's safe. Let's remember that. It does not mean he is safe. He's done everything he can do to earn a spot on this team. He could still get cut. They could go with the youth route instead and say, thank you, DY, you did great. I'm sure some team will sign you. There's no room for you here. So it would be shocking just how good he's played. That T.Y. McGill doesn't make this team. And the fact that we're even saying this really only shows that T.Y. McGill, I mean, how good he's been. I mean, who would have thought million years May that we'd be talking about T.Y. McGill late August being a shock cut on this team? But it happens. We've seen it happen before. Again, this could be a reason. You go with a younger guy like Twyman instead of keeping an old crusty veteran like T.Y. McGill. Robbie remembers the time when Vikings fan were all, who the fuck is Munt? Yeah, well, you know what? That's what we're here. We're here at the One Bar Lupagus show to spread awareness about players like Johnny Munt. Michael Blackie. What a guy. What a guy. Thanks, Michael Blackie. I hope all these donations you give us is in the budget and you're not going to get in trouble for these. Teammates telling TY is a problem. That's huge. I mean, that's amazing. Mason then be pissed if TY gets cut. The Ginger Step gets cut. Is that a surprise? God, I don't know. He's just rates on the bubble. He's just such a bubble guy to me. Could go either way. Really go either way. Look at that. Viking Jerome's got lots of girlfriends. Not surprised. Not surprised. He did. And that, we see this every year. Coaches grabbing their players. Holy shit. You think Armand Watts? That would be a shock, Matt Burns. My God. No, I mean, he hasn't anything that he doesn't get a roster spot. The thing that's going to save Munn is that he is Kevin O'Connell's boy, handpicked. So I think he's safe. Matt Jelly Monster thinks that James Lynch is gone. I kind of agree. I think he's not going to make this team. Armand Watts gets cut. I will have listen to a lot of T-Swift on repeat. Saddest songs I can find. Michael Blackie. Oh, man, what a guy. What a guy. So, yeah, those are some surprise cuts. I don't think there's really any others that would be overly shocking at this point. But we'll see. It's just a smaller version of – I feel like that's just because they're both white with red hair. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe there's more in the way they play. I think Hovan was maybe a little more physical player than James Lynch. I don't know. I was never a big James Lynch guy, even though he did – I mean, that one bull rush he had in Russell Wilson was a thing of beauty. I'll never forget it. Never, ever forget it. Game changer. Who's game changer? Good one, game changer. Which quarterback gets cut? Well, I think Mannion and Mond will both get cut. And then I also think that Mond will get signed to the practice squad. Thank you, Skull Ham. Thank you, so Marshall, Minnesota. Somebody just talking about Marshall, Minnesota. Is that where Trey Lance is from? Didn't Trey Lance go to high school there? Is that where I heard Marshall? Matt Jelly Monster, great point. If one bar suddenly becomes assistant GM, James Lynch will be safe. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on a little bit. We're going to go on to the Denver game here, and it's preseason game 3. Thank you. Cliffbridge in Arizona. I don't think so. Mullins could be a surprise cut. All right. Yeah, maybe. That would be a surprise. I don't think KUAC dropped ahead and keep 5 running backs. Madison and Ham. Yeah, Ham could go. But I think one bar made a great point. He said, why wouldn't you cut him by now? If you were going to cut him, you think they give him a chance to catch on somewhere else. I don't think it really matters. 3rd round contract. It's not going to be anything that's going to kill this team or anything. David Goal, yeah, you can still drop hashtag 7500 in the comments for the Madden giveaway. We'll try to remember to do that tomorrow. I think we still have 2 Patreon hats to give away from a couple weeks ago. We have not yet done that. And if you haven't joined the Patreon, be sure to do it. Shit, I don't know where the link is. I'm just getting used to running these things. I don't know, Barnes. I mean, Mullins is a guy, he can move. He's kind of just he's not going to knock your socks off, but I think he's pretty solid. I think, especially for what we gave up for him, I thought the compensation favored the Vikings very much. There. A lot of hashtag 7500s coming in hot. All right, so Denver game. So I think the one thing we learned from this preseason is if the Vikings have joint practices during the week against the team they're playing that weekend, don't go to the game because no one's going to play. We saw it. I mean, we had 27 guys out against the Niners. So that's something that maybe with this new preseason schedule, we can kind of expect next year. So the 3rd game, that's the question now is, thank you, Davey. There's still like 3 or 4 of you who have not claimed your spot yet in the One Bar Lupagus Yahoo Fantasy League. Do that. We don't want to be stuck with some odd number of teams. We won't be. We'll find somebody to play instead. So I think there's 3 or 4 spots. The airlift bridge is where I live in Duluth. Yeah, you're right. You got it's like the lift bridge, some hotel that calls themselves the lift bridge, something right there too. YouTube, 2018 Week 9 game, Raiders, Mullins balls out. Yeah, he does balls out. Nice and Bradbury trade for center, free up with a rest spot. Yeah. Okay, Montemita says Get your ass in there. Claim your motherfucking spots. Matamidai. He's right. You guys should do that. So anyway, what I was saying about this game now. So game 3, do we see the starters play a series? You think they want to get him in there for a little bit? Do you guys want the starters to go in for a series the last game? Or do you just not want to see Kirk Cousins, Delvin Cook, Justin Jefferson until the games start to count? What's your opinion on that? That's the one thing I'm kind of curious about for game 3, which is going to be a late night, guys. It's 8 o'clock our time here in Minnesota. So it means game's going to be over at like 11, which means One Bar probably won't be on for the post game either because he can't stay up past 9:30. Sonic Q back. Who gets cut? They cut Mahomes and keep the pick. One Bar, I think he's safe. Let's see. Yeah, so all right, so Burning Karma starts at least one series or one quarter. I think a series is what we'll see. I think Green Bay won. Play started for the first series in that game. Let them rest here. Skull Ham says no way in hell. Matt Helmstead wants them to play. Yeah, Game Changer wants the opening. You got to be a Patreon. If you're not a Patreon, I'm sorry. It's only for our patrons. In for a quarter, I would like a full quarter of the starters. Yeah, they came out flat week 1. But that was that more of a Mike Zimmer thing? I don't know. It seemed like we did a lot of that under the Mike Zimmer era. Why not? Give him something to get excited. Yeah, I agree, old McDonald. And I hope Elvis is doing well. Harms has an emergency. I hope everything is right with Patrick Harms. Patrick Harms, good luck with that. You have a good night yourself. Yeah, we did have a couple of turds. I think we're protecting all Russia guys on Saturday. Give starters no more than the first half to play. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's pretty mixed. I wouldn't mind to see him in there for a series at least. Hopefully it goes well. But again, I mean, it's a new coach. This preseason, the new schedule is still something we're all adjusting to. So I'm not sure how that's going to go. It was. Thank you, Deshaun. Thank you. Bills rolled the starters against the Broncos last week and had no issues. It's always going to be a roll the dice. It's always going to be. I mean, but then you also see the play. Kayvon Thibodeau getting a cheap shot to the knee. We don't want to see any of our guys getting that. Who was the quarterback? Was it Jalen Hurts, who was like 8 yards out of bounds and some scrub linebacker came and smacked them? I mean, so that shit can happen too. The one thing we can't really have happen is Kirk Cousins to get hurt, because that would be absolutely catastrophic for the season. I saw someone already mention Nick Mullins. You guys think Nick Mullins, is he going to be ready to play? Has he been here long enough where they're going to throw him out there? You kind of think that they would. I mean, he's a veteran. You think he picked up this offense pretty quick. I mean, are we expecting to see Nick Mullins, or just going to be Kellen Mond, Sean Manning with the majority of this team on Saturday, running this offense like they have been, not very well? She's so pretty. No, I don't think it really matters. I think it's going to be a mix between. I think it's going to be Ellison, Munt, and Irv Smith Jr. I really think that's the way Titans are going to end up. So I don't think it really matters, because I think this is mostly going to be a receiver-based offense. If it's not, running the football, I don't think the Titans going to have a huge role. I mean, Irv Smith, I'm sure, needs to be out there so they can cut Mannion. Yeah, Mullins. He might play a drive. I like to see him too. Nick Muse played well last Saturday night. We got to give him some credit. He caught every ball that came his way, unlike Zach Davidson, who had some very, very bad drops. Nick Mullins, the next Case Keenum. Not sure if that's a compliment or not. Maybe an insult. I mean, Case Keenum had one magical season. Other than that, he's been kind of a turd. Yeah, I don't like that either. Skull catch 84. You got defense. I mean, that's such a huge point of it. I don't know why you go by win-loss when it comes to the Hall of Fame, if they win a Super Bowl or not. No, it doesn't make any sense. Yes, it's a super lazy argument. Whenever they call me his name, I can think it was a sassy pick. Yeah, I wish I had it here on me. Super lazy argument. I agree on that. All right, so here's the thing, you guys. I know you guys thought about this at all yet, but preseason game 3, there's going to be 20-something guys cut here next Tuesday. So there's going to be a handful of Vikings that we will never, ever, ever see in purple again. So what Vikings should we be waving goodbye to on Saturday, saying thanks for the memories. We'll never, ever see you in purple again. Let me know what you guys think. Who are we going to be seeing for last time in purple on Saturday? Thank you. Thank you. I got this from my daughter for my birthday. Thank you so much, Mark J. Absolutely. Playing Mullins in the KO Stephen offense. Playing Mannion seems redundant. It does seem redundant. I was talking about it. I was like, well, yeah, he's going to play. Eli Manning, yeah, 118-18, 2 Super Bowls. I mean, all right, let's see. Who are we going to see for the last time? We got a Sean Mannion. We got a Chaz Surratt. We got a Garrett Bradbury. I think we'll see him again, unfortunately. Skull Aiden. He's got some breaking news, some inside information. Ginger Snap, Helmstead thinks it's Ginger Snap. Daniel Garcia does not agree with me. He thinks Elson will never wear purple again. Chigina, yeah, I think Chigina's probably gone as well. Oh no, BC Johnson, say it ain't so. Skull to Catch 84. Dilly, please. He says, please. Let's never see Sean Mannion again. Robbie thinks last time we'll see Wyatt Davis. I tend to agree. Sizzle takes it once. Our Crazy 316 says both of them. Both O-line Davis we'll never see again. We barely got to see Jesse Davis in purple. We'll never remember him. Another Wyatt Davis. Tellis, Boyd, Mannion. I actually think 2 or 3 of those guys are going to be safe. John Kruger. Mannion. A lot of Mannions. Mason M says Mannion. Matt Burns says Metellus. Captain Cocktail. Blooming Mannion. I think that's what he's drinking tonight. Wyatt Davis. Mannion. Michael Blackley says he tried putting your Patreon in the chat. Won't let me. Okay. Hang on. I think I have a link over here somewhere. Who else we got? BC, Madison, before center trade, Mannion, Davidson, Zach Davidson. Really? I don't think anybody wants that. Chacina, Mannion. Still cheer for Kenny Wilson. I think he's technically still part of the Vikings. Mike Brown. Hardly got to know him. Sure. Skull Aiden's he's a Ryan Wright believer. He loves fat punters. One of the punters got a bounce. TJ Smith. Troy Dye. Wow. Varied. All right, I think this is the Patreon link here. There it is. I'm putting in the comments. Let's get a new Patreon tonight. Why not? Hey, you can still get in that drawing for the hat. I think there's 9 that are in the drawing. We can make it 10. Why not? Blake Lynch, great one, Matt Burns. Blake Lynch, absolutely. Skullham's also trying to help me out. Appreciate that, guys. I really appreciate that. Oli Udo. Yeah, I mean, Robbie, I think Udo is like the ginger snap of the offensive lineman. I think he could go either way. Jim Start, thank you so much, Jim. Appreciate that. Let's see who I had on my list. I think you guys really hit most of my guys. I had Sean Mannion, Wyatt Davis, Blake Lynch, and Dan Chacina. So we've been on the same exact point. Burning Karma. I appreciate your honesty, though it kind of stings at the same time. Mitchell. We're not going to see Mitchell? Myron Mitchell? Damn. I'm just starting to warm up to Myron Mitchell. All right, Jelly Monster will lose his shit. Sean Mannion's still here. I think everybody would be very surprised if he's still here. Another Myron Mitchell. I mean, I think worst case, Myron Mitchell makes a practice squad. I would love it if he made the practice squad. He deserves it. All right, guys. I think it's time. To play our game. So we'll see how this goes. This is what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna put an image. I kind of stole this from my good pal Ali Siddiqui, who used to write with me at the Viking Age. He likes to put random Vikings up on Twitter. So I'm kind of stealing his idea, going to use it here. So let me go back to here. I'm going to put a name. I'll put a picture of a former Minnesota Viking in the last 20 years. I'm not going back too far. At the first one, who gets it right? I mean, you get my respect. You're my goddamn respect is what you do. So let's pull them up here. See if you're ready. Are you guys ready? Everybody ready to start the game? Okay, people still talking about the Sean Mannion here. I need someone to tell me they're ready. Who wants to play my game? I'm not starting. This is called Name That Viking. Super, super witty name of this game. Name That Viking. All right, ready. Okay, okay, here we go. Again, all you earn is my respect. First one. Let's start with an easy one. This one's fairly recent. Ready and go. Name that Viking. Who is it? Who is that Viking? Looks like he's taking a dump. Oh, I almost. Oh no, Mark. No, Skull Aiden. Okay, they're coming too fast. He said Johnson. I'm assuming he means this guy, Tom Johnson. I'm giving it to Skull Aiden on that one. Tom Johnson is correct. It was Tom Johnson, the guy who, man, when he was on the field, that dude just made plays. Tom Johnson. All right, Tom Johnson. Good job. I think it was a Skull Aiden. I gave that one too. All right, next one. This one will be pretty easy too. All right, ready? Name that Viking. Who we got? Goddamn respect is on the line. You are right, Burning Karma. Who is this Viking? First one I see. There it is. John Kruger. It is Trevor Siemian. It was Trevor Siemian. A couple Brownings. How dare you think that was Jeff George? Mark Westland. He never got to wear that uni. Dylan Dotson got it right. Owen McDonald with Sean Hill. Jake Brownings. No, it was Trevor Siemian. Trevor Siemian was the correct answer, and I believe I'm giving it to John Kruger. Officially, it's John Kruger's. Well done. Anybody disputing that? Damn autocorrect. I tried to forget him. Yeah, that's a good point, Matt Jelly Monster. I think we all try to forget Trevor Siemian, but he wasn't as bad as Josh Freeman. I mean, the time he was here. AJ Barnes, a little bit late, but he also says it was Siemian. All right, these are getting a little bit harder now. This one maybe still going to be kind of easy. We'll call this one moderate challenge. Ready? And name this Viking. Name him. Mark J, don't quit. It's not Joe Webb. Skull Aiden. Maiden Williams? Well, it's Madhu Williams. Mason M. Madhu Williams. I don't know, Madhu. Did he have a good year? He was good in Cincinnati before he came over. Madhu Williams. Mo Williams, Mark J. First one on that one. There he is. Look at him. Madhu Williams. Well done. Chris Cook. Nope. It was Madhu Williams. I think Skull Aiden. If this game ever goes competition style, you should be definitely go on and win yourself some money. You are very quick on that trigger. All right, got 2 more here. No, 3 more. Oh, if I got 4 more. So I think this gets a little bit harder here. All right, we're going to go with one of my favorite Vikings of all time on the next one. Are you guys ready to name that Viking? Here we go. Who is this former Viking? Interesting. A little bit older. Mason M thinks it's maybe Johnny Munt. Yeah, he did, Mark. You're right. He did. Captain Caveman's going that. I see the right answer. I've seen a couple good of the right answer. Skull Aiden again. I'm going to let it go a little bit longer. couple Chamberlains. Got Jake Reed, another Chamberlain. Jerome Simpson, Schenko. He just says it's Nate. He says it's Nate. My good friend Nate. Chamberlain, Bernard. Nope. Correct answer. The first one that I saw was John. Just kidding. It's not Johnny Munt. It is Byron the Siren Chamberlain. What a freaking tight end for Minnesota Vikings. That guy was amazing. Love me some Byron Chamberlain. And right, you're right. Too thick for Reed. You really did screw up John Kruger. You really did. Berrien was a twig. Mark J's back. He's done pouting. He's ready to play. Putting some dirt on his wounds. He's putting some dirt on his pride. Matt Jelly Monster's on his game tonight. He drops a Munter Lane. Oh, Jelly Monster, I'd give you a chest bumper. No, if I could. All right, we got 2 left. 2 left. You guys ready? You guys ready to keep naming that Viking? He was 86. You're right. I'm going to put this one back up because I enjoyed it so much. All right, we are going to name this Viking. Oh, I got 3 left. I don't think I've done these 3. All right, here we go. Name this Viking. There we go. Boom. Who is that Viking? That looks like from a long time ago. Name that Viking. Maybe I'll hide that comment. Give you guys a better look at his number. And now the comment's going back up. That was your clue. Who is that Viking? God, who could that be? Picture actually looks like it's from longer ago than I remember. We got a Tavares Jackson, R.I.P., Fred Cox. Got a couple. Got Stussy, got Lucina. Let's see. Got a Lucina. Got a Milt Sunday. I think that's the thing he was drinking earlier. That's a Milt Sunday. Got a Stussy. Buka Ram's like, I think that's Morris Boehringer. Pretty sure that's who that is. The right answer has been given. And I think the first one to get it, it was not Skull Aiden this time. It's not Skull Aiden. It was, where the hell was it? I think it was this guy, this character here. All Day Ed wins my goddamn respect with a Corbin Lucina. That is Corbin Lucina, everybody. Hell of a, what was he, a swing guard tackle for the Vikings? Corbin Lucina, he hung around here a long time. His son was in the mix last year. He was in camp, didn't make it. Did have a louder milk, which is great. So yes, that is Corbin Lucina. Well done. Thanks everybody for guessing. That was a good one. That was a tough one. Yeah, that was tough. I mean, the picture looks like that wasn't that long ago we played. Early 2000s. That picture looks like it's from like 1963. I'm not sure where I found that thing. All right. Jim Valone. I don't know. I think he lives down the street. All right, we got 2 more. All right. Here we go. Let me get rid of this guy. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, my God. So embarrassing. All right, ready? Name this Viking. I will hide that comment. Interesting. Name that Viking. Who could it be? Who could it be? We have a Laudermilk. We have a couple Campbells. Hamdale, Campbell. Nothing Campbell. Someone just went with a Williams. Need to be more specific if you're dropping a Williams. Campbell. A lot of people think this might be Kelly Campbell. A lot of people agreeing. Part of the Afros. Oh, Luke Ram thinks that's maybe Greg Lewis. Davey thinks it's Nate Burleson. He's had too many Jim Valones, whatever it was. Old McDonald says, you know what? Pretty sure it's Hulk Hogan with that pose he's doing. I think Old McDonald, he may be onto something there. That might be Hulk Hogan, brother. But the first guy to get it, and I think he's going to feel really good about himself after his little bit of a hissy fit he threw earlier, it was Mark J. He dropped Campbell right away. Mark J had a rough start, but he has earned my respect. He's earned my respect for dropping that. Well done, Mark J. Dylan Dodson, you're right. It is Kelly Campbell. Hell of a deep threat. Hell of a deep threat. Dante Culpepper era. That guy could go down and get the football. True definition of a game stretcher. Field stretcher. It's kind of like the Leroy Horde of receivers. You want 80, he'll get you 80. You want 85, he'll get you 80, whatever that was. Mark J thinks he's got 2. I don't think so. I think that's your first one. Oh, Wayne West has busy becoming a patron. Hell yeah, Wayne West. You're the real winner of this whole game for becoming a patron. And yes, you will be in the mix to get a hat. We'll try and remember to draw that tomorrow. All right. Oh, Troy Williamson. No, he never had any kind of character. He'd never do anything like that. Troy Williamson was horrible. Check the tape. I don't think so. Mark J. No way in hell. All right, we got one left. One left of Name That Viking. This one, I'm not sure. This could be easy. This could be hard. But you guys ready to one more last shot at Name That Viking? We got one. I don't know what you're talking about. Here we go. Name this Viking. Boom. Who is that guy? I think seeing his middle thigh is really going to give this away, so I'm going to put the comment back up. Who is that Viking? Look at that guy carrying that rock. What a player. Poppy thinks it's maybe Gerhardt. We got an Ontario Smith. We got an Interior Smith. We got a Chester. We got a Face-On. We got a Wizinator. A lot of Wizinators here. Is it Wizinator? Peterson's cousin. Daywalker says, shit, that's Walter Payton. I know that. Mark J is positive that's Ontario Smith. One bar washing dishes. He's in the doghouse. His white pale skin is too frail for dishes. Mark J now thinks it's Faison. He's named every former Vikings running back. Jelly Monster thinks it might be Jerry Burns. A lot of Wizinators. Kyle F's going to go Marcus Sherrills. Yeah, maybe, but probably not. Who was the first one? It took a little bit on this one, but this guy has been a hell of a contributor tonight. Skull, yeah, Catch 84 was right. That is Seatric Face-On. The former Florida Gator. Tim Boss just says it's Case-On. He just mixed it up. He put them all together. Luke Carnath is like, that's Leroy Horde. I know him anywhere. Yeah. No, it is Seatric Face-On. Viking Jerome now says it after I said it. So good job, Viking Jerome. Your ears are working. That is Seatric Face-On. God, what did he play? Like 2 years for the Vikings? It was very, very short. Did he do something? I don't know. Anyway, Seatric Face-On. That was the I don't think so. Get your game face on. You're right. Yeah, Vikings 05-06. They came back. Jaguars. Then he played for the Edmonton Eskimos. Yeah, after I said that, I feel like there was something not great in his past. Yeah. I don't remember what happened. I don't want to talk about it. So that's it. Thank you guys for naming that Viking. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Hope you did as well. Yeah, it's crazy. You think you easily remember those guys, but it's yeah, you do, Davey. It's kind of hard to see those pictures. It's hard to remember. All right, so that is it. We're putting a big old bowl on this horned up. Thanks for everybody for being horned up tonight. Mark J thinks he got 2. I don't know. I think he just maybe got 1. We'll check. Hey, don't you forget about Seatric ever. Yeah, right, Mark J. All right. Speaking of Chesters, Chester and Lester. Yeah. Thanks, Davey. All right, yeah. Thanks everybody for hopping on. Again, if you have not joined the Patreon channel, do it. I always say Patreon night, so that's what I always want to say. Yeah. Definitely hop on and do that. We'll be here. One of us, both of us will be here. I know I'll be here for sure. If you guys want to have a late night on Saturday, I will be here talking Vikings Broncos after the game for sure. Thank you, Timmy. Yes, keep your skull in your hole. Guys, remember this as you lay down tonight and close your eyes. Male monkeys with the smallest testicles tend to scream the loudest. That is so true. Thank you, Old McDonald. All right, guys, keep your skull in your hole. We will see you this Saturday. And yeah, it's almost here. It's almost here. Cut days, less than a week. Enjoy. Skull in your hole.